In the dark silence of space, a large spaceship floated near a blue and white planet called Orionx. It was not Earth. It was far, far away, light years from home. On the ship's glass window, stars blinked like cold, watching eyes. Inside, a man named Captain Ryan Wells was putting on his spacesuit. He was tall, strong, and serious. He had dark hair and sharp eyes. Ryan was not just an astronaut, he was a seeker, someone who searched the stars for answers. He was about to leave the ship for a spacewalk when something strange happened. His radio crackled. "Ryan," the voice said, "be careful. The sensors are picking up something." "Something?" he asked. "We don't know. It's not a rock, not a ship. It's moving." Ryan frowned but didn't stop. He stepped outside. The silence of space wrapped around him like a blanket of ice. He looked at the dark planet below. Orionx was a dead world. No life, no sounds, just rocks and sand. But then he saw her. A girl. Floating. Not in a suit. Not in a ship. Just there. Glowing blue like moonlight in water. Ryan's heart stopped. She had silver hair that moved like waves, glowing eyes, and strange markings on her face. Her clothes looked like armor, but smooth like glass. She didn't speak with her mouth. She spoke in his mind. "Don't be afraid. I am not your enemy." Ryan reached for his weapon, but something inside him said no. "I came to show you the truth," she said. "Follow me." Before he could answer, she flew toward the planet. A blue trail followed her like smoke. Without thinking, Ryan turned on his thrusters and followed. They entered the clouds. The planet was dry and empty, filled with black rocks and red sand. Huge cliffs stood like giants. Ryan struggled to follow her fast speed. Then suddenly they stopped. In front of them stood a pyramid, but not like Earth's. This one was black, smooth, and glowing with lines of golden light. It looked like it had been built by something not human. "Impossible," Ryan whispered. "This is the temple of the first ones," the girl said in his mind. "Built before your son was born." He walked closer. The pyramid gave off a strange sound, like whispers. The golden lines pulsed, like a heartbeat. There were symbols on the wall. Not letters, not numbers. More like thoughts. "Why are you showing me this?" Ryan asked. "Because the time has come," she said. "The door will open soon. And when it does, your kind will need to decide." "Decide what?" Ryan asked. She didn't answer. Instead, she turned and looked at him. Her eyes were deep, endless. "Do not touch the symbols unless you're ready," she said. "Once the door opens, there is no turning back." Ryan stepped closer to the wall. His fingers hovered near one of the glowing symbols. It looked familiar, almost like the Earth sign for danger. But something about it called to him. He looked back at the girl. "Who are you?" he asked. "My name is not important," she replied. "But my people made a mistake long ago. Terrible one. We tried to hide it, but now it's waking up. And it will change everything." "What do you mean? What's waking up?" "The past," she said. Suddenly, the ground shook. The pyramid's lights grew brighter. The wind picked up, though there had been no wind before. Ryan took a step back. "Something's happening," he said. The girl looked worried. For the first time, she showed fear. "You touched it, didn't you?" she said. "You touched the symbol?" Ryan slowly nodded. A low sound, like thunder, came from deep inside the pyramid. The wall began to split. A large stone door rose from the ground. Dust flew. The golden lights turned red. Ryan took a deep breath. The door opened. Behind it was darkness. A long hallway stretched inside. The air felt heavy, cold, like something very old was breathing in the shadows. The girl stepped in front of him. "It has begun," she whispered. "Now we must go inside. The truth is waiting." Ryan stared into the darkness. He had left Earth to find new life, but maybe life had found him first. The stone door was wide open now. Captain Ryan stood still, staring at the long, dark hallway inside the pyramid. Cold air came out from it, dry and old, like it had been trapped for thousands of years. The golden lights on the outside turned red. The ground shook again, then stopped. The alien girl was silent. She looked afraid. "This place was never meant to be opened," she whispered. "Not like this." Ryan stepped forward. "Then why bring me here?" he asked. "Because the pyramid called you," she said. "It chose you." Ryan didn't understand. How could a building choose anyone? But before he could ask more, the girl floated ahead into the hallway. Her blue glow lit the way like a torch in the dark. Ryan followed. His boots echoed against the smooth stone floor. Inside, the walls were covered with carvings. Strange symbols. Some of them moved like smoke. Others looked like drawings of planets, stars, and creatures that were not human. Then Ryan stopped. One of the carvings showed something shocking. A group of humans, like him, standing before the pyramid wearing spacesuits just like his. "What is this?" he asked, touching the wall. "They were here long before your history books say humans left Earth," the girl replied. "But no one remembers now." "Why not?" She didn't answer. They kept walking deeper into the pyramid. The hallway opened into a large round chamber. In the center floated glowing orbs, spinning slowly like planets in space. They gave off a soft light. Under them, metal machines stood silent, half broken, but still humming. Ryan walked closer. Suddenly, one of the orbs blinked. A red beam shot out and scanned his body. Beep! The walls glowed. Words appeared in front of him, but in a language he couldn't read. "What's happening?" Ryan asked. The girl floated next to him. "The pyramid is scanning your DNA," she said. "It recognizes your kind." "Why?" "Because your people helped build it." Ryan turned, confused. "That's impossible. Humans didn't even travel to space until 100 years ago." "That's what they told you," the girl said. "But the truth is much older." Suddenly, crack! A loud sound echoed through the chamber. One of the broken machines began to move. It rose up, its legs clicking. A red eye turned on. The alien girl pulled Ryan back. "Defense unit," she said quickly. "It thinks we're intruders." The robot fired a warning shot. Zap! Just missing Ryan's head. "Run!" the girl shouted. They rushed through another hallway, the robot close behind. The lights above them flickered. The floor shook again. Dust fell from the ceiling. As they ran, Ryan spotted more symbols glowing on the walls. One of them matched the one he had touched outside. "This way!" The girl pointed toward a small side door. They jumped inside and slammed it shut. The robot stayed outside, pounding on the metal. Ryan caught his breath. His heart was racing. "Why does this place have weapons?" he asked. "To protect what's hidden inside," she said. "The ancients were afraid of something, or someone." Ryan looked around the small room. There was another door ahead, this one marked with blue lights. The girl floated to it and placed her hand on the panel. It opened slowly. Inside was a smaller chamber. In the center was a throne. On it sat a skeleton tall, wearing a broken spacesuit. Ryan stepped closer. The flag on the suit was faded, but clear. It was Earth's flag. This is a human," Ryan said quietly. The girl nodded. "He was the first to reach this place," she said. "Over 2,000 years ago." Ryan was shocked. "That's not possible," he said. "We didn't have space travel back then." "Maybe you forgot," the girl replied. "Or maybe someone made you forget." Next to the skeleton was a small black device. Ryan picked it up. A button blinked. He pressed it. A blue light appeared in the air. A hologram. A man's face appeared. His voice played in broken, weak sound. "If you're hearing this, then the door has opened again. That means it's starting. Listen carefully. Earth is in danger. They lied to you. You must not trust them. The truth is buried deeper inside." The message cut off. Ryan and the girl stood in silence. Outside, the pounding of the robot stopped. But the silence felt worse. Ryan looked at the skeleton, then at the girl. "Who lied?" he asked. "What's really buried in this pyramid?" The girl stared at the walls. "A secret your people were never meant to remember." Suddenly, The lights above them turned red again. Another door opened in the floor, leading down into more darkness. A voice echoed from the hallway. "Welcome, human. You are now part of the memory." Ryan clenched his fists. He didn't know who to trust. But one thing was clear. This pyramid was not just a building. It was a trap, or maybe a test. And it had just begun. Captain Ryan stared at the floor where the new door had opened. A dark tunnel went straight down into the pyramid. Cold wind came from it, smelling like metal and dust. Red lights blinked along the walls, like they were watching. The alien girl floated beside him, her silver hair glowing softly in the dark. "This part was never opened before," she said quietly. "Not by humans. Not even by my people." Ryan looked at her. "You said this pyramid chose me. Why?" "Because you carry the same blood as the first one," she answered. "The one who left the message." Ryan glanced at the old Earth skeleton on the throne behind them. "You mean him?" The girl nodded. "His DNA, his memories, a part of him lives in you." Ryan felt cold inside. "That's not possible." "It is," she said. "This place remembers." They slowly climbed down into the lower chamber. The steps were wide and flat, made of dark stone. Strange symbols lit up as they passed. At the bottom was a huge metal door. But this time it didn't open for the girl. It opened for Ryan. As he stepped closer, the symbols on the door lit up blue. Hum! The door split in the middle and slid open with a deep rumble. Inside was a round room, filled with floating machines and glowing screens. In the center floated a glowing crystal blue, smooth, humming with power. Ryan stepped forward. The air felt thick. On the walls were dozens of screens, playing memories. Not videos but clear moving images like real life. He saw Earth but not modern Earth. Ancient Earth. Humans building pyramids. But beside them were aliens, tall, glowing, wearing armor like the girl. Ryan turned in shock. "Your people were on Earth?" The girl didn't speak. She looked ashamed. "We helped you grow, but we also caused pain." Ryan watched the next memory. A great war. Aliens fighting humans. Explosions. Cities falling. Ships crashing into oceans. Then a bright flash. A giant alien weapon destroyed everything. The screen went black. "What is this?" Ryan asked. "A war we tried to erase," the girl said softly. "But memory always returns." A voice echoed in the chamber. It was the same voice from the message he found earlier. "This is Commander Elias Trent of Earth Expedition 9. If you've reached this room, then the pyramid has accepted you. You are like me. You must listen." A glowing figure appeared in front of Ryan, a perfect copy of the skeleton upstairs. The hologram continued. "Thousands of years ago, we made a mistake. We trusted the wrong ones. They gave us power, then took it away. This pyramid is a machine not just of memory, but of time." Ryan's eyes widened. "Time?" "Yes," the figure said. "The pyramid can show the past and change the future, but only once." The girl looked worried. "He's telling you too much," she whispered. Ryan turned to her. "Why are you scared?" "Because using this place is dangerous. If you change one thing, it could destroy everything." The hologram kept speaking. "Earth is still in danger. My team tried to warn them, but we were silenced. You must finish what I started. Go deeper. Find the core. Only there can you choose the future." Then the hologram disappeared. The chamber turned dark. Ryan looked around. The crystal in the center began to rise. A new door appeared in the floor, glowing bright blue. "I have to go down," he said. "If you do, the past will open," the girl warned. "You'll see things you were never meant to see." Ryan stepped toward the door. "I don't care. I need to know the truth." She followed, but slowly. "There are things even I fear down there," she said. "Like what?" "Memories that are alive." They descended into the lowest level of the pyramid. The walls changed, no longer smooth, but made of strange living metal. Pulsed softly, like it was breathing. Ryan felt like he was inside something alive. Then, in the center of the room was a round device. It looked like a giant black mirror. Ryan touched it. Suddenly, he was pulled inside. But his body stayed still. His mind floated through stars. He saw Earth again burning. Alien fleets flying above. Cities falling. Oceans rising. But then, another vision, Earth safe. United. Flying ships of peace, not war. A voice echoed. 2 futures. 1 choice. Ryan's eyes opened wide. He was back in the pyramid. The girl looked at him. What did you see? He stared into the glowing mirror. War or peace? And the mirror whispered. Only one door leads home. Captain Ryan stood still, staring at the glowing black mirror. It wasn't glass. It wasn't metal. It was something else, something alive. The mirror had just shown him 2 futures. One where Earth burned in war. One where Earth survived. The alien girl floated beside him, her face pale. You saw it, didn't you? She whispered. Ryan nodded slowly. I saw Earth destroyed. I saw ships fighting above cities. I saw us losing. He looked at his shaking hands. It felt real. Because it is, the girl said. Those are not dreams. They are paths. The pyramid shows what may come, and what will come, if nothing changes. Ryan stepped back from the mirror. The air was getting colder, heavier. But how do we stop it? The girl turned to the mirror. To stop the future, we must return to the past. The mirror pulsed. Touch it again, she said, with both hands. This time, it will send your mind where your body cannot go. Ryan hesitated. If I go back, will I be able to return? No, she said. Not the same way. You may forget. You may remember too much. The pyramid always takes something in return. Ryan took a deep breath and touched the mirror. Suddenly, flash, a white light exploded around him. His body froze. His mind flew. Time broke apart. Ryan opened his eyes. He was not in the pyramid anymore. He was standing on ancient Earth. The sky was orange. The air was thick. Huge stone towers rose around him, and flying ships moved above like birds. Alien creatures walked beside early humans, teaching them, guiding them. Ryan was shocked. A tall alien, like the girl but older, walked through a crowd. Humans bowed. We came in peace, the alien spoke. We offered light. Then chaos. Another vision hit him. An army of humans, angry and armed, marched through the streets. Fire, screams, betrayal. The same alien was now burning. They turned on us, a voice whispered. Who turned? Ryan asked out loud. Both sides, the voice replied. Fear broke the peace. Then Ryan saw the pyramid being sealed. A glowing device placed deep inside it. They locked the truth away. In memory. In time. Flash. Ryan was back in his body. He gasped, falling to his knees. The girl caught him. You saw it. Ryan nodded, breathless. Humans and aliens. They worked together. But something went wrong. Someone caused war. Yes, she said. And now, it's about to happen again. Suddenly, an alarm rang inside the pyramid. Whew, whew. The girl looked up, her eyes wide. They're here. Who? Ryan asked. My people. They found us. A loud crash shook the room. From above, metal drones flew down through the upper halls. Lights turned red. The machines were armed. Ryan grabbed her hand. We have to run. They raced through the pyramid, back through the memory chambers, through the hallway with carvings, through the chamber with the skeleton. Another crash, boom. Part of the ceiling fell behind them. A robot fired. The girl raised her hand and blasted it with blue energy. Keep moving, she shouted. They reached the exit of the pyramid. Ryan looked back. The mirror was still glowing. He knew he'd seen the past. But had it changed anything? Outside, their ship waited. But 3 alien ships floated above, aiming weapons. A voice echoed from above. This is Commander Vena of the Iliari. You are carrying a traitor. Surrender or be destroyed. The alien girl turned to Ryan. That's my sister. Ryan looked up at the sky. Well, she's not here to talk. They jumped into the ship. Alarms blared. Ryan took the controls. The girl powered up the engines. "Can we escape?" he asked. "Only one way," she said. "We go through time again." "What?" She pressed a glowing button on the ship's console. "This ship was built from pyramid tech. It can jump, but only once." Ryan looked at the alien ship's charging weapons. He nodded. "Then let's make it count." She activated the drive. Boom! A flash of blue light exploded from the ship. Everything bent. The stars twisted. Time folded. And the ship vanished. Ryan closed his eyes. He didn't know where they were going or when. But he knew one thing. If they didn't stop the coming war, the future he saw would become real. And Earth would burn. The stars were gone. Captain Ryan sat inside the small alien ship. Outside the window, there was only a gray fog, like they were floating between time and space. The alien girl, quiet and tired, stood at the controls. Her blue glow was dim now. "We're safe for now," she said. Ryan looked around. "Where are we?" "Nowhere," she said. "Between past and future. Between one heartbeat and the next." He didn't like the sound of that. The ship floated slowly through the fog. Lights flickered. The engines hummed softly. Ryan leaned back in his chair. "We used the jump," he said. "So where do we go now?" "To the second pyramid," she said. "It's hidden on Earth, deep under your oceans. If we activate both pyramids, we can stop what's coming." Ryan nodded. Then he asked the question he had been holding in his mind since the escape. "Why did your sister call you a traitor?" The girl didn't answer at first. She touched the glass with her glowing hand. "Because I broke the rule. I helped a human." Ryan narrowed his eyes. "Then why did you bring me here?" "Why me?" She turned to face him. "Because you are not just any human. You carry the same DNA as Elias Trent, the man who came here 2,000 years ago." Ryan's heart jumped. "My ancestor?" "Yes," she said. "That's why the pyramid accepted you. It remembers him. Through you." He looked away, trying to make sense of it all. But then he noticed something strange. A red light blinking on the control panel. "What's that?" he asked. The girl froze. Then she moved quickly, trying to turn it off. Too late. Ryan tapped a button. The screen showed a message. "Transmission sent. Eliari High Command." Ryan stood up fast. "You sent a message?" She didn't look at him. He stepped closer. "You sent a message. To them?" She looked ashamed. "Yes," she whispered. "When we escaped. I didn't know if I could trust you." His heart pounded. "So all this time, you were spying on me?" "No," she said quickly. "At first, yes. But not now. I've seen what's coming. I've seen what they're hiding. I believe you now. I believe Earth must be warned." Ryan stared at her, not sure what to say. Then, bang! The ship shook. Another ship had appeared from the fog. It was black, sharp, silent, an Eliari hunter ship. "They found us," Ryan said. The girl looked at the controls. "They locked onto our signal. My message led them here." She looked at Ryan. "I'm sorry." He grabbed the controls. "Then help me fix it." Chase in the fog. The Eliari ship fired. Zap! A blue blast shot past them, shaking their ship. Ryan twisted the controls. Their ship dove into the fog. The girl powered the shields. "We can't outrun them forever," she shouted. Ryan looked at the map. "There's something ahead. A time rift." The girl gasped. "It's unstable. If we go in, we could land anywhere. Anywhere is better than here." They sped toward the rift. The enemy ship followed, firing again. Their ship rocked. Sparks flew from the ceiling. The girl looked at Ryan. "Hold on to something." Whoosh! They entered the rift. Everything twisted again. Lights bent. Time cracked. Ryan closed his eyes. Earth. Deep ocean trench. The ship crashed through a dark tunnel and splashed into deep, black water. It sank slowly, lights flashing. Ryan opened his eyes. The girl coughed and sat up. "We made it," she said weakly. Ryan looked out the window. "Where are we?" She pressed a button. The screen showed a map. Earth, under the Southern Ocean. The second pyramid is close. He helped her up. We have to get to it before the Iliari find us. She nodded. But deep down, Ryan was still hurt. He trusted her. And she had betrayed him. Inside the second pyramid, they reached a dark underwater cave. The second pyramid stood in silence, half buried in rock. It was bigger than the first, older, colder. Inside, it looked almost the same. Floating lights, smooth black walls, strange symbols glowing faintly. But something felt different, angry. Ryan stepped carefully. Suddenly, a voice echoed from the walls. You were warned. You brought the traitor here. Ryan looked at the girl. She froze. The pyramid remembers, she said. It sees everything. Ryan heard a new voice. Familiar. It was Elias Trent, his ancestor. Welcome back, Ryan. A hologram appeared. This is your last chance. Once you activate both pyramids, time will change. Choose wisely. Ryan stepped forward. I'm ready. But behind him, the alien girl whispered something into her wrist. Target confirmed. Earth pyramid active. Begin the strike. Ryan turned around. What did you say? She looked at him, eyes full of pain. I'm sorry again. And from above, the ocean began to boil. The walls of the underwater pyramid shook. Captain Ryan stared at the alien girl. His voice was quiet, but full of anger. You called them again. She lowered her head. They were going to attack anyway, she whispered. I only told them where to find me. You lied to me again, Ryan said. His fists clenched. The air inside the pyramid turned cold. High above them, the ocean rumbled. Lights on the pyramid turned red. Warning tones echoed down the walls. Beep, beep, beep. An alien fleet was descending toward Earth. Ryan looked around. The second pyramid had fully activated. Strange symbols moved across the walls like rivers of light. Machines began humming. A large orb rose from the center of the chamber, filled with stars, planets, and history. The hologram of Elias Trent appeared again. If you are seeing this, then the second memory core is awake, Elias said. And you are standing where the truth sleeps. Ryan stepped toward the orb. What truth? He asked. The real story of Earth, Elias replied. The one they buried. The room grew dark. Then the orb showed ancient Earth thousands of years ago. Humans lived in peace but without technology. Then ships came from the sky. Tall aliens arrived, the Iliari. They taught humans how to build, how to write, how to shape stone with their minds. Ryan saw the great pyramids rise in Egypt, not built by hands but by thought. They were teachers at first, Elias said. But some wanted more. One Iliari commander gave humans forbidden technology. A group of humans used it to rise in power. Greed followed. War broke out, humans against aliens, humans against humans. The Earth turned into a battlefield. To end the war, the Iliari created two pyramids, one on Earth, one on Ornex. Together, they would control time and memory. But after the war ended, the Iliari erased the truth. They made humans forget everything. And left. They left us blind, Elias said. But not forever. The pyramids remember. Ryan turned to the girl. You knew all this? She nodded slowly. Our leaders believed you were dangerous. That if you remembered, it would all happen again. Ryan stepped closer. And what do you believe? She looked into his eyes. I believe your kind deserves the truth. Suddenly, boom, the pyramid shook. The ceiling cracked. Dust fell from above. A voice echoed from outside. This is Commander Vena. You have 5 minutes to surrender. Ryan grabbed the console. They're going to destroy the pyramid. They won't, the girl said. If we use the failsafe. She pressed her hand against a panel. A secret floor hatch opened. Below it was a control chamber, ancient, glowing, alive. Ryan stepped down into it. A black chair waited in the center. The girl looked at him. This is the memory seat. If you sit there, you can link both pyramids. You'll see everything. Past, present, and future. But what happens to me? You'll change, she said. Maybe forget who you are. Maybe become more. Ryan took a deep breath. Will it save Earth? Yes. Then I'll do it. He sat. The seat wrapped around him. Light spun. His mind stretched like a rubber band. Ryan saw everything. He saw his ancestors building temples. He saw Earth burning. He saw ships returning from the stars. He saw a world united or broken. Two futures. One choice. What do you choose? A voice asked. Ryan's heart beat hard. I choose truth. Above the ocean, alien ships fired, but the pyramid glowed bright. A shockwave of light blasted upward, freezing the missiles mid-air. One by one, the ships shut down. They floated silently. On Earth, every screen flickered. People saw the real history of the world. Ancient ships, alien teachers, forgotten wars. The truth had returned. Inside the pyramid, Ryan slowly opened his eyes. The girl knelt beside him. You did it, she whispered. He stood up, stronger, glowing with the same light as the Iliari. You're different, she said. I remember everything, Ryan replied. And now it's time they do too. Above ground, peace talks began. The Iliari stood before Earth's leaders. Commander Vena bowed. We made a mistake, she said. Your world deserves its memory. Ryan stood beside the girl. No longer enemies, now allies. As Earth looked to the stars once again, Ryan turned to the girl. So what now? She smiled. Now we build together. Captain Ryan stood in the center of Earth's first Space Council chamber. It had been 3 days since the pyramids activated. 3 days since the truth returned. The world had changed. Now, leaders from every country sat together. Beside them stood the Iliari, once hidden in the stars, now ready to speak. At the front stood Ryan and the alien girl. They were the bridge between two worlds. But peace was still not certain. Outside Earth's orbit, the Iliari fleet hovered silently. Some ships had lowered their weapons. But not all. One final vote remained. Peace or total reset. A reset would erase all human memory of aliens again, just like before. Iliari High Command believed it was too dangerous to let Earth remember. They feared another war. The alien girl's sister, Commander Vena, walked forward. The humans are strong, she said, but they are still afraid, still divided. Should they carry this truth? Ryan stepped up. We already do. He looked around the chamber. You erased our past once. It didn't work. We still found the truth. We still came back. And what if history repeats? Vena asked. Ryan turned to the big screen behind him. It showed Earth cities, children watching stars, people building space programs together. It won't, he said. Not if we walk into the future together. Silence filled the room. Then, slowly, the alien girl placed her hand on the treaty pad. I vote for peace, she said. Ryan followed. One by one, others stepped forward. Humans. Iliari. Together. Suddenly, alarm. The screen flashed red. A rogue Iliari warship had fired a missile. Planet Buster, heading straight for Earth. Gasps filled the chamber. Commander Vena turned pale. That ship doesn't follow orders, she said. We never armed it. Someone else. Her voice trailed off. Ryan grabbed the communicator. Can we stop it? Not from here, said the technician. It'll hit in 4 minutes. The alien girl turned to Ryan. There's one chance, she said. The core crystal in the Earth pyramid, it can fire a pulse to stop the missile. Then let's do it, Ryan said. No, she said. It only works once. And someone must stay behind to power it from inside. Ryan looked at her. I'll go. She shook her head. No. You're the voice Earth needs now. Without waiting, she ran from the chamber. Earth Pyramid Core Chamber. She entered alone. The missile glowed in the sky above, falling fast. She touched the crystal. Came alive, spinning, glowing, breathing. She closed her eyes. I'm ready. The pyramid lit up. A beam of pure light shot into the sky. It hit the missile. Boom! The missile exploded in space, far from Earth. The world was safe. But inside the pyramid, the crystal faded, and the girl was gone. 2 days later, a quiet garden bloomed where the old ruins once lay. Ryan stood among the flowers, looking at the stars. The world was now rebuilding with truth and without fear. Peace had started. Children were learning about the stars, not as myths but as memories. Commander Vena approached him. "She saved us all," she said softly. Ryan nodded. "I wish she could see this." "She can," Vena said. "Her memory lives in the crystal now, in the pyramid, in time." Ryan smiled. He walked to a stone that marked her resting place. It read, "She showed the human the ancient pyramid and opened the door to peace." Final scene. Ryan stood before Earth's first interstellar ship, ready to explore the stars. He looked back at Earth one last time. "We remember," he said. "We learn. We grow." The engines roared. The ship rose, and with it a new future began.